Alright, YouTube, it's the Shadow King Nandru, here with a review for Rosario Vampire 2, Chapter 35. Aqua and Ling Ling continue to counter each other's jig and towel, and they have put so much power in it that it ends up creating a shockwave that can even dissipate the fire around them. Ling Ling gets cornered and is barely able to dodge Aqua's attack, and Fong Fong and Yukari are just stunned by their skill and power. Uh, Aqua is surprised and impressed that Ling Ling knows her own forefather's technique, and Ling Ling recognizes that the way Aqua is uh, attacking, that she realizes that this is definitely Aqua choosing the Miyu assassin known as the Jet Black Devil. And she also deduces that she for came here from Mocha. And Aqua confirms this by saying she's only interested in getting in Mocha. Then she starts looking at Mocha and blushes. This is kind of implying that Aqua might actually have some incestuous love for her sister. And surprisingly enough, that is not the weirdest thing we have seen in Rosario Vampire. Ling Ling wants the others to escape Mocha Soul because she doubts she can hold off Aqua for long. Speaking of which, Kurumi is still trying to get the others out of Mocha Soul, and it's not holding up so well because the technique she's using is new to her and it's causing her body to break down. She's even starting to cough blood. Well, not so much breakdown, but just putting a lot of strain on her body. Mizore also notices that the current is getting stronger, and they probably might not be able to get out if it keeps this up. So fortunately, Tohao Fuhai is able to rescue them and helps everyone escape. Back into the fight, Ling Ling and Aqua continue fighting with the Jig and Tao, and Aqua says it doesn't matter if Ling Ling knows that technique. Aqua has more stamina, and that gives her an edge. Ling Ling, however, decides that it's cheating time, and she starts to use a machine gun against her, and starts shooting Aqua. Ling Ling promises to hold off Aqua while Fong Fong and Yukari do what they need to. Aqua, fortunately for her, managed to survive by dodging the bullets, with only her clothes being damaged. And she said she probably would have done better without those heavy clothes. Ling Ling deduces that Aqua used the Jig and Tao concept to phase through the bullets, and the only way to beat her now is with the Jig and Tao technique. But Aqua says that the stamina and skill difference is still too wide, and she ends up cutting Ling Ling into 3 pieces. But fortunately, Ling Ling is able to use her body parts to grab a hold of Aqua, and that is due to her being a zombie. Ling Ling decides to commit a suicide bombing by casting a fire hell circle to kill them both. And she also confirms that the Jig and Tao won't save her. This is kind of like a reference to when Android 16 tried to blow himself up to destroy a cell. Well, who knows? Maybe it'll turn out better than how it did for Android 16. Fong Fong becomes teary-eyed, but Ling Ling says that he shouldn't be like that because Ling Ling is already dead. Both Ling Ling and Aqua get caught in the explosion, and Fong Fong becomes distraught by this. Unfortunately, Yukari tries to warn Fong Fong, but Aqua ends up slicing him from behind. Aqua says that Ling Ling's move did almost kill her, but she survived by phasing underground. and she starts licking Fong Fong's blood. That is one sadistic bitch. Yukari then warns Aqua that if she moves Mocha's unconscious body, she and the others won't wake up. But Aqua says that they're not there, and this confuses both of them. Then a voice tells them that they've been hidden, and the voice comes from Tohao Fuhai, who was reverted back to his younger and more handsome form, no homo. And he managed to save Ling Ling's upper body. See, it did turn out better than Android 16. She actually survived. If you can call being a zombie surviving. Anyway, Tohao Fuhai says that the old form that he uses is just a disguise that he uses to conserve energy. And they finally get ready to confront each other. So next time it's going to be the creator of the Jigentao versus the person who perfected it. All in all, this was a really excellent chapter. I loved the stakes in it. Kurumu was starting to suffer the drawbacks of using a technique she's not familiar with. Which add a bit of tension, and it was nice to see Toa Fuhai help around. And it's the fight between Ling Ling and Aqua was pretty badass. Even going back to how she's willing to resort to anything to win, even cheating. And it was pretty clever seeing how Aqua managed to avoid all these attacks using the Jig and Tao technique, even beyond its original purposes. So she's definitely a prodigy. And I'm probably sure I've done this before. I equated her to Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't say that lightly. She is definitely the equivalent of Azula, minus the whole sociopath thing. And I'm really looking forward to the fight between Tohao Fuhai and Aqua Shuzan, because that's going to be epic. And it was also nice to get a little references back to Dragon Ball Z. So next time we'll see where this goes. And be sure to stay tuned because I got a little video for a certain David S. Goyer. And trust me, it's not going to be pleasant.